Being a man of honor these days feels like a forgotten concept. Modern society confuses masculinity with superficiality. But a real man, the one who protects and provides for his family, knows that true strength shows up when life hits hard. If you want to understand how a real leader should stand in the face of chaos and absolute hardship, you need to watch these three cinematic works. These movies are true manuals of resilience and manhood that will forge your character. Come with me. Number 1. Gran Torino. Released in 2008, Gran Torino is an absolute masterclass on what it means to be the guardian of your territory and keep your principles intact, even when the whole world around you seems to crumble. The film follows Walt Kowalski, a bitter and lonely war veteran who watches his old neighborhood get taken over by violent gangs and absolute chaos. Walt is the pure embodiment of the old guard. He doesn't bow down, he doesn't negotiate his values, and he doesn't cower in the face of intimidation from thugs. But the true strength of this movie isn't just in the brutality or the image of a tough guy holding a rifle on his lawn. The genius of the plot happens when this rigid man realizes that true honor requires sacrifice and protecting the weak. He takes on the responsibility of mentoring a young neighbor who lacks a strong father figure, teaching the kid how to work hard, look people in the eye, and defend himself. Gran Torino will show you that real manhood isn't about yelling the loudest or picking empty fights on the street. It's about having absolute control over your emotions, taking responsibility for your community, and being willing to pay the ultimate price to ensure that order and justice prevail. It is a movie that questions your level of courage and teaches you that a true alpha solves the problem, no matter the size of the threat knocking at his door. Number 2. The Pursuit of Happiness. Arriving in 2006, The Pursuit of Happiness delivers the rawest, most realistic, and painful vision of what it means to be the provider of a household. Modern society often sells the illusion that being a strong man is just about having muscles or spare money in the bank. But this masterpiece, based on a true story, crushes that concept. The plot follows a family man who loses everything he has. He loses his house, he loses his money, his wife leaves him, and he finds himself living on the streets with his young son. It is exactly at rock bottom where the true protective instinct is tested to the very limit of human sanity. The protagonist swallows his own pride, endures daily humiliations in the workforce, and sleeps on the floors of public restrooms, all to ensure that his son has a future and doesn't lose his innocence in the face of tragedy. What this movie masterfully teaches is that manhood and honor are directly linked to your ability to endure suffering in silence to protect the ones you love. A real alpha doesn't abandon ship when the storm hits, and he doesn't outsource the blame for his failures. He puts the weight of the world on his shoulders, wipes his tears away out of his son's sight, and keeps fighting, step by step, until he turns the game around. It is a story that will break you emotionally and rebuild your vision of male sacrifice. If you want to understand what separates an immature boy from a man forged in the fire of responsibility, this is your definitive guide. Number 3. Train Dreams. To close our list with a bang, we have the powerful Train Dreams, a cinematic gem released in 2025 that redefines the idea of male resilience. This work takes you on a brutal and isolated journey, focusing on the life of a blue-collar worker who dedicates every drop of his sweat to building a physical and moral legacy for his family. In an era where people give up at the first obstacle, this movie portrays the alpha in his most stoic and silent state. Our protagonist faces overwhelming tragedies that would shatter the minds of the vast majority of normal people. When fate steals everything he built with his own two hands, the true face of honor is revealed. He doesn't give in to addiction, he doesn't adopt a victim mentality, and he doesn't curse the world expecting someone to feel sorry for him. The narrative shows us that a man's honor isn't found in the battles he wins easily, but in the unshakable way he keeps walking with his head held high when he loses his foundation. The movie is a punch to the gut that makes you question your own level of mental toughness. It proves that manhood doesn't require brightly lit stages or audiences to be validated. A true man of value finds meaning in hard work, in the honor of his own word, and in the ability to keep his mind strong, even when he is forced to walk completely alone through the valley of shadows. It is a true testament to the silent strength that builds empires and protects legacies. You need to watch it today. So, which of these 3 movies are you going to watch today to bulletproof your mind and forge your character? Leave your choice down in the comments. I want to know who is truly focused on evolving. If you are on the path to becoming a man of honor, protecting your family, and taking absolute control of your life, drop a heavy like on this video to strengthen our message. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell to join this community and make sure you don't miss any of our upcoming high-level breakdowns. Stay focused on your journey, and I'll see you in the next video.